Welcome to the new vSphere web client. We certainly wouldn't be complete in discussing what's changed from vSphere 5.0 to 5.1 to 5.5 unless we talked about the web client as well. Because, as you know, that's one of the big changes. In fact, we all need to get to know how to use the vSphere web client because the Windows client is gradually going away. So I want to spend some time just on the first screen, what's called the home screen of the web client, to give you an idea of what you'll find there and how you can use it. The first section in the home screen is the inventory section. One of the things I like about what VMware does with software is that they don't just overnight take away everything that you know about a piece of software and give you another piece of software that you don't know how to deal with. In other words, they give you something that at least is similar to what you've already been using. And the web client is no exception to that rule. As a matter of fact, if you've been used to using the Windows client, you'll see that there's a hosts and clusters view in the web client, VMs and templates, storage, and networking, just like you've been used to. Now, as you'll see later on, we may have some tabs within tabs. We may have some things in different places than you're used to, but at least we're starting off with something with which we're familiar. We'll also discuss a little bit about vCenter Orchestrator and setting up workflows. In the monitoring section, we can monitor tasks and events, host profiles, storage policies. There's a custom specifications manager and a vCenter operations manager. We're going to hit on a lot of this as we go through this training together. In the administration section, of course, we've got roles. You're familiar with roles. If I double click here on the roles icon, you'll see it's very familiar territory. We've got read-only, administrator, we've got the sample roles. It's all the same things. It's just that we need to get used to having them in a little bit different of a location. But the web client offers more than what the Windows client did. For one thing, we can set up what are called tags. And tags are useful because if you don't want to manage your inventory just by the folder hierarchy that you've set up or maybe that somebody else has set up, you can set up arbitrary relationships with tags. And I'll show you how to do that later on. Tags are really a cool feature. Another cool feature is what's called work in progress. I don't know how many times you've been 15 steps into a 16-step wizard and then found that there was some piece of information that you either have not decided on or you don't know that piece of information. Then you have to back out of the whole thing, come back later on and do all 15 steps again. Well, work in progress allows you to save what you've already done, go back and get the information that you wanted, and then come back and finish it. For example, I was right in the middle of something here, so I saved it. As you can see, I'm already into this wizard, but to save what I'm already into so I can come back and maybe decide whether I'm going to enable storage IO control or not and what I want to set, I can click on this double arrow and put it right back into work in progress. So there's some nice features that are in the web client, and we're going to use the web client to go through the training to show you the changes from 5.0 to 5.1 to 5.5, and I hope that you'll begin to appreciate what the VMware web client is all about and maybe even start liking it more than the Windows client.